Okay, so welcome back to Gourmet Coins and Banknotes, and today we have charity coins. So the charity coins, these are just coins that actually come from a charity, and pretty much these are from UNICEF. So I'm not going to lie, I haven't paid for them yet, so I need to assess them and see how much of these all actually cost. Okay, now some of them are tokens. I know there's tokens in here. I don't know what they're worth. If anyone knows anything about tokens, that would be great. But they are a pretty mixed bag of actual currency. So, and also, this is what my wife gave me. So we have 2024, and I heard of 2025 Australian coins coming out. This is a $1, and there's Charles III. I don't like this portrait. Underneath him is a blank area, and that is not really that good. If we get Elizabeth II, you can see it does have blank areas, but they're smaller and it fills out. So maybe they should actually make the effigy like this, just move Australia around there again, make his portrait a little bit bigger. And this is just a mob of ruse, so you always check for cuds. On these, cuds most commonly occur. So this is the fifth row. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fourth and fifth have most of the cuds, usually behind the head, in front of the head, they have a spew, and also behind the ears as well. And that seems to be the weakest point on the actual coin, in which the die gets damaged. Okay, and that's for value. Yeah, currently these are just worth $1. Okay, the first coin we have, so the biggest one, is a United Kingdom coin, because they're the only ones that use this effigy of George V. And this one is dated 1919, and it's well circulated. So I've got Numista open, and 1919 should be quite a common year. I'm not too sure if there is any varieties, and these were demonetized in 1971. Okay, so 1919, there's the normal without the mint mark, 113 million, so that's quite common. Then there's Heaton, 4,500,000, and King Norton, 600,000. So you find the mint mark pretty much. So the mint mark is over here, and I don't see one. So this is just a common coin, and in this condition, worth $1 or less. So that's basically it. The next coin we have is from Tunisia. So this is a 2 dinar, and it's a single year issue of 2013. They have issued a 2024 one, but they've moved the 2 and made it larger from here. And here we have the Carthaginian harbour. So this is very interesting. It's copper nickel and it's 13 sided, so that means it's got 13 sides there. So this is the, okay, I believe this is the actual, okay, so this is the inner port, this is the military port, and then we have the merchant's port, and the entrance was down here. So really it would have taken a lot of effort for someone to actually sail up here to attack the military port, which at the time was probably pretty much impossible. So this coin is pretty common. It's the current coin used in Tunisia. The exchange rate with the Australian dollar is worth $1. So pretty much before the Arab Spring, this was worth at least, I think about nearly $6, but the value has actually fallen a lot. And just says, this just gives the denomination Central Bank of Tunisia, the Punic harbour of Carthage, and on the other side we have, so we have a tree, that's an olive tree, which is used to be only 1, 2 and 5 millimeters, and it just says Republic of Tunisia and the date. So this is a Christian calendar, and this is the Islamic moon calendar or lunar calendar. Okay, so this one's quite good, and as you can see, it's rated Yeah, so this one's not really worth much, not in that condition, but I would endeavour to make a video about pretty much coins from that place. Okay, so the next coin we have is a 1940 coin of Malaya. So this was issued for the Malaysian Peninsula, not for the whole country. So Sarawak and North Borneo had their own coins, and it's quite a common coin. I'm trying to get the information about it up. So with the Wikipedia, the Numista, for some reason I don't put Malaya under British Malaya. They keep it separate. But anyway, this is the large size coin issued from 1939 to 1941, and it has a mintage of 23,600,000. So that is a pretty common coin, and I've got quite a few of these. So in this condition, just worth a few dollars. And talking about Malaya, here are straight settlements. This is quite a banged up coin, so it doesn't really have that much value. 1897 and straight settlements. So the first coinage that we issued in Malaysia were by the British. We issued under the East Indian Company, not East Africa, and then they issued under straight settlements, and then currency Malaya, and then Malaya and British Borneo. And this one is the large cent, and if this is in pretty good condition, because if without that damage and scratching, it will be very fine, or maybe EF. But because there's a lot of damage on the actual rim, not really worth that much. So the 1897. So this is the third series of coins in this denomination. 18,040,000. So really not worth that much in this condition, which is really a pity. Okay, the next one we have is from Spain, 1855. Looks like it is an 8. God, need to pronounce this currency properly. 8 Maravedis. So this was issued. Trying to get information up about the actual coin herself. So 1855. Isabel II. Is it? Yeah, Isabel II. Now the engraver for this coin was Mariano Gonzalez de Sepulveda Salavo, and a lot of the motto has pretty much disappeared. Just says Isabel II by grace of God in Spanish, and that's a portrait there. And on this side we just have the coat of arms of Spain at the time, and it just says Queen of the Spanish. Numista says Queen of the Spains, but that's grammatically not correct. Queen of the Spanish or Queen of Spain. What does it say? Reina de las España. And I know I've butchered that. So 1855 we have pretty much just the one coin minted in Barcelona, and in this condition, yeah, I can see probably paying $5 or $10. Most of the ones sell. So very fine, you'll be paying, well, it says $12. That's 2023. So anyway, this one is also quite minimal. So maybe I should just keep it in my collection as a space filler. Okay, then we have these ones. So I've done this one, 10107. Okay, East Africa. So this probably would have been Edward the 8th issue. Someone has damaged it, probably made it into a dog tag during the Second World War. So I'm not too sure. But that's just a post-mint damage coin. Anyway, that's fairly interesting. Then we have this one. This one is Chamber de Commerce. Is it? Reissue some 1918, 5 cents. So this looks like a French coin itself. I'll need to look this up. It looks like Nice, Avignon, definitely Spain. Les, so that pretty much just says different places. Mercedes. Probably this is from a. Okay, this is a note geld. Same as German, but France, Italy, a lot of places did issue them. So it's another one I need to look up because I don't know anything about that coin. Okay, then we have another one. Wellington's, this is probably New Zealand. Super Mesitu City Corporation. Don't know. So Wellington City Corporation. And I don't know anything about this. Okay, so I'll drop that. 1 pint. Yes, so definitely part of the United Kingdom. Okay, another. So this is a fake coin, small fake quarter commemorative. So this commemorates 200 years of independence. Feels like it's made out of steel. So not too sure why this one was made. Has Chia? Anyway, that's probably just a child token for a game or something. Okay, then we have another United Kingdom. So 1917 farthing, and once again George V. So it has a large head in 1926. They changed it to a smaller head because they had a problem with ghosting on these coins. So the 1917, 21,434,000. So really in this condition, not really worth that much. And I'll probably just bunch it with this coin here and just sell them as one, just for a few dollars. Okay, the next coin we have is the Soviet Union 1987. These ones don't have mintage, but this is the smallest one, 1 kopeck. And here we have the hammer and sickle. We have SSSR down below for the Union of Socialist Republics. And that one is, quite a common coin. Although, there's probably some dates are actually quite scarce. Okay, Swedish coins. 25 öre. If we take it at the exchange rate, it's equivalent to about 5 cents. And this is should be a silver coin, 1940. Now, when I say it should, but I was wrong, it's nickel brass. There is another coin they issued at the same time. Has a different design, has 3 crowns on it in the center of, instead of the actual Gustav V. So that's why it's got G, Gustav V. And it's circulated alongside it. So I'm not too sure why they issued a nickel brass and a silver coin at the same time, although most of the mintages don't overlap. This one was minted in 1947. 1940 had a mintage of 2,333,040. So pretty much this one sells for about $5 to $10. So, but I don't think I've got it. So one will probably just go into the collection. Okay, the last two we have is pre-decimal coins. Now this one I paid for previously, and I got it with a whole bunch of pre-decimal coins before. Okay, 1936. And it has the first coat of arms of Australia. So 1936 footprints had a mintage of 3.6 million, and these would have been minted in 1937 as well, because they never issued any coins dated 1937 except for the crown. Okay, and this one, I would say it's probably fine condition. There's a lot of detail lost, and I don't see too many beads. So the Renix catalogue says about $4, so I'd say probably about $6 to $10 for this coin. But I haven't checked the prices on eBay lately. And then we have a 1922 half penny. So this one has a mintage of 6,294,000, and for the key date you need 1923. So these ones are probably minted in 1923 as well. Not don't think anyone's really sure why they never minted any 1923s. Maybe they just made too many dies and they just wanted to use them all. That's why the actual mintage is quite high for the actual coin. Actually, it's the highest of the George V. So I quite like this design. And it looks like that one's slightly rotated. Okay, George V. Condition is, I'll put no higher than fine. And the Renix catalog has $3. No, not $3. $2 for that. But I reckon in that condition it's probably a bit too high for the actual grade. Probably $1 or less. But the only thing that saves it is the fact that it's rotated. So it probably adds just a few dollars. I'll probably just put a $5 mark on it. Because if I sell on eBay, $5 is the minimum I'm going to list stuff at. It's just not worth selling stuff for $1. Because the fees themselves are 29 cents in the first place. Anyway, that's just new coins and what I think the value is. Your value will probably be different. Now some people, I get them all the time, they like to buy something for $1 and they won't let go of it for 25 bucks. Something like that. And then they go, oh, you're just cheap ass. That's what people like sometimes. Anyway, thank you. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time.